Hey guys, MCU Collector here with another figure review. Next up is the Hasbro Marvel Legends series, the Retro Secret Wars Wave Titania. This is the celebration of the 40th anniversary of the original Secret Wars comic back from 1984. And here we have Titania, who was first kind of created in Battleworld by Dr. Doom, which, spoiler, reading kind of some of the bio there. She is a villain to She-Hulk, so I think these two figures are going to share... if any, they probably share the same arms or something. But, oh wait, do they? I don't know. We'll see. But villain to She-Hulk, so it's going to be cool to see these two together because they're both like really large characters there. So we have the Secret Wars wave. So I know originally, you know, it was looking like January, February 2025. Toy Snowman was able to get this. So toysnowman.com. I got the first 4 figures. So Titania, Captain America, Wolverine, and Spider-Man. I had originally gotten those because those were the first 4 that they had gotten available, and then they did get Beyonder and Iron Man, which I did get an order in. But so far, it looks like most of the figures in the wave have since sold out. Iron Man and Titania at the time of this recording were still in stock. So link in the video description below if you're looking to pick up Titania or the Iron Man figure or the Iron Man figure. That is my referral code. So when you use that and create a new account, you get a 5% off coupon code. So new accounts, 5% off coupon code with my referral code. But check out toysnowman.com for all your action figure needs. They have everything, not just the Hasbro Marvel Legends stuff, but all the action figure lines, the import stuff, all the Hasbro stuff, Mattel, MacPherran Toys, DC Multiverse, all of that, toysnowman.com. So Titania, here we get the throwback to the original Mattel toy line of Secret Wars, which is awesome that they kind of, you know, recreated that here. It says, but instead of saying Marvel Superheroes, they put Marvel Legends Series Secret Wars, which is definitely a nice touch. We get the square shield because the heroes got the round orange one. The villains get that square silver one, so there's a little bit of a change up there. So her and Beyonder will have the square one. Looking at the package, again, just Marvel logo up at the top. Looking at the back, we get the cross-sell of all the figures in the wave. So I first looked at Spider-Man, then Wolverine, and then Captain America this morning, if you're watching right away, and now Titania. And then again, I have Iron Man and Beyonder on order. I just ordered them like Saturday night. So it'll be about maybe a week or so. Hopefully by the end of the week, I will have them and can review them for you guys. By Titania, we have the artwork there. Her bio reads, when Dr. Doom harnesses the Beyonder's power to create superhumans, Mary MacPherran becomes Titania, whose immense strength and durability make her integral to the supervillain team. So there we go. We get the Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars 40th anniversary logo there. Titania. Let's get her out of the package and take a closer look. Hey guys, if you're a fan of my action figure reviews, fan of the channel, and haven't already, please make sure to hit that subscribe button now. I have a goal for 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and we're about 1,100 or so away from that. With your help, I know we can do that. But if you haven't already, please make sure to hit that subscribe button now. Okay, so I'm going to hurry up and just start recording because I had this picture in mind. So it's like Titania is full strength. So she's holding up like this big steel grate that's thick, and she's going to attack She-Hulk with it. And it's taken me forever to balance this. And all of a sudden now, it's like, oh, here it is. She's standing easily. She's not moving or anything like that. And as you can see, I am not using anything to hold that up. She is balancing that on her own. That was no easy feat. It has taken me so long. I was so mad. And all of a sudden, boom. Here we go. She's balanced and she's all good. So there we have that. So Titania, interesting figure. Obviously they had to make a design change to it. She has that light purple or that violet there in the front. In the comics, that was just open costume. So to skirt around that, they painted that in to make it look like, oh, it's just part of the costume. You don't see this large amount of cleavage in there. And I, for one, don't mind those changes. I know there are people that prefer to stay true to the comics, and like if there's a lot of cleavage, a lot of skin showing, show the skin. Some people convey that message in a very odd way, in my opinion, but I can understand wanting to keep it to how it looked in the comics. I, for one, don't mind when they make these changes. Like, they're still toys. They're action figures. I don't need these things to be overly sexualized in any way. That is my opinion. I know people, again, will disagree with that and, again, want to stay true to what the comic artwork is. Cool. There are those that have different reasons, I'm sure, but I don't mind it. But Very interesting figure, very cool figure. She's a large figure, but she's got some little hands, which are kind of weird. But I will do a comparison with the She-Hulk, which is going to be a little exciting. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at Titania and see her very few accessories. Again, just an extra set of hands and then that weird shield thing. And then we'll see her articulation and all that good stuff. Okay, so here's an up-close look at Titania, and this looks pretty good. The face sculpt looks nice. The eyes and lips and teeth are all painted nicely. No issues there. The hair looks good. I don't really see a wash in the hair, which typically we would see a little bit of shading in the hair to kind of bring out the details of it. I don't see that here. I don't think that's a problem, but I always like when they do a little bit of paint in the hair just to kind of help get it to kind of stand out. Titania here is going to be, I want to say, basically all new. She does have different feet from She-Hulk. As you can see, there is more of a boot type sole in there. I don't think there's any reuse. I was thinking the arms could be reused, but not realizing like she's got spikes on her arms, so those are specifically sculpted on there for her. So it looks like she is going to be completely 100% new. That's kind of interesting because, you know, they're not going to use this body mold for anything else unless we get multiple versions of Titania getting released. But, you know, I guess we'll see. The accessories that she comes with, she's got these two like grip type hands there so that she can grip onto things. And then she also has a pair of fists. She's got tiny hands though. Like, I don't like her teeny tiny hands. It's kind of weird. Like, the open hand isn't as bad because it's open, but the fist is really small. Like, let's put, you know, one of these fists back on there. And that just looks tiny, right? Like, she's a large woman and she's got this little itty bitty fist. Like, She-Hulk has these massive fists on there. And I wonder if these hands could have worked on the Titania figure. And, you know, I think could have looked better. Maybe a little large, but I don't know. I think that could have worked, you know, if they just used these hands instead of giving her different hands. But I don't know. You guys let me know. Am I just crazy for thinking that her hands are just extremely small? I mean, kind of. Let's see. Let's put the left fist on there. Okay, so you guys let me know. Which fist do you think actually makes a little bit more sense? Yeah, this is probably a little big. But I think this is a tad too small. Maybe if there was something in between. I don't know. But looking at the figure, again, you know, that center, you know, they painted in kind of a violet purple color just to kind of, you know, show costume as opposed to skin. There, it's just painted. That portion is not sculpted. As you can see, the dark purple is what is sculpted, and then they just painted it, that violet, over like the skin tone in there. We have these silver spikes on the side, which look pretty good. They're a little pokey, like if you need to grab the arm to switch out the hands and stuff, you know, just keep that in mind. It's not going to like puncture your skin or anything, but you know, it is going to leave a little bit of an indent in the thumb. Here we get, as you can see, we don't typically see this low thigh swivel because typically our thigh swivels are going to be up high, but that would just like they hit it easily within the boot. So as you can see, it's just part of that boot right there. That's where they put that swivel. So no boot swivel, which is fine. They just do it in there for the thigh, and I think that works out well enough. Like, there's a tiny bit of turn in there, not really a whole lot, but you can turn this leg which way you need, so that's going to kind of work out well. And we don't see, you know, the line in there. I don't think the line is all that ugly. Like, if you look at She-Hulk, right? I mean, we got the line in there, and it's not terrible. But, you know, for whatever reason, they decided to do that here. Maybe it just made more sense because of how the design of the boot is, and they just kind of went for it, which, you know, is likely how that worked out. We get some silver spikes on the sides of her legs for her boots as well. And yeah, so not a huge amount going on here. Nice gold right there for the belt. But there we go. That is Titania. So let's go ahead and zoom out for her articulation. Okay, so Titania's articulation, the head is on a dumbbell joint, so unfortunately, we're not really going to be able to get any movement in that head other than a tiny bit of swivel in there and tiny bit of pivot, but it's definitely unfortunate, like looking down, not a whole lot. And then obviously you can't look up whatsoever because of the way the hair is. The shoulder, you can get the shoulder to go straight on out like so. You get a full You get a full rotation in that shoulder. You have an upper bicep swivel in there. Double jointed pinless elbow gives you that much bend there at the elbow, which is good. Wrist swivel, and they do hinge. Standard horizontal hinge on the fists as well as those open grip hands. We have a diaphragm cut on Titania, so she could tilt to her left that much. She could tilt to her right that much there. She can go back that much. And then coming forward is very little, typical with Hasbro diaphragm cuts, unfortunately. You also get a swivel at that diaphragm. Legs go out that far apart, which is really good. She can kick forward very, very far, which is great. Leg doesn't really go back. It does get stopped in there. The thigh cut is not up at the upper leg. It is simply just at the boot. So where that leg meets the boot is where we have that thigh swivel or leg swivel, or just leg swivel, I guess it would be. Double jointed pinless knee gives you that much bend there at the knee. Foot hinges down. You get some hinge up, but you kind of have to work that foot over. You can hinge it up. Ankle pivot, peg holes at the bottom of the feet. So pretty good articulation for Titania, except for the diaphragm, but Hasbro just does not do good diaphragm joints. They just don't. That's the issue with every single one of their diaphragm joints. I don't know of one that's worked out really, really well, which is unfortunate. So that is Titania's articulation. Before I forget, because I have forgotten, I wanted to talk about the shield. So again, we have the square silver shield as opposed to the circular orange shield of the heroes. Villains get this one. Again, homage to the throwback of the original Mattel action figure line for Secret Wars. We get the smaller C-clip there because, believe it or not, even though she's a larger character, larger figure, the wrist, that's scary. I don't want to do it. The wrist is a little bit smaller. You just gotta do it at the right angle to be able to clip that on there. And ooh, that was scary. I don't like that at all. But you have to use the clip because that peg is not gonna work with these grip hands. Like that's not. Nope. Can't make that work. But anyway, here we get a masked Titania and then unmasked Mary MacPherran. Wait, where is it? There it is. There we go. So masked, unmasked, masked, unmasked. There. To swap out the piece with the Secret Wars 40th anniversary logo, as you can see there, we can remove that there. This is a sticker, I guess, so you can actually peel that off if that's something that you wanted to do. I will not be doing that, but you could. And then here you just match up the tabs again on the inside there. There we go. And then bam, we've got the Secret Wars 40th anniversary logo on this part of the shield. Again, the shield was kind of a gimmick thing to kind of go along with the toys. Didn't actually make sense or have any tie-in with the comics, but paying homage to that original toy line, which is what this wave is doing. That's what we got there. So there's that shield. So doing the side-by-side comparison with She-Hulk, like initially I didn't realize when Titania's in the package, she fills up that package. So I'm thinking like she's going to be just as big as She-Hulk. Yeah, she's not. I was a bit surprised finally actually standing these two next to each other. And that's why the fists, obviously are going to be a little too big now because I'm actually, at the time, believe it or not, I just had She-Hulk laying down there in Titania. I never stood them side-by-side to really see their size difference. My fault. But looking at it, it's kind of crazy how the big size difference. So the fist probably wouldn't work, and that's why none of the parts are really the same there. So pretty crazy, but it's pretty cool. Like Titania is definitely going to be bigger than most female figures. The only one that I have readily available here is going to be this Captain Marvel, Secret Wars Captain Marvel. So that's about average height for the 6-inch Marvel Legends female figures. And you can see Titania is extremely taller. So it's pretty crazy. So very large in size there, but nothing compared to She-Hulk. Okay, and then here we have Titania with Dr. Doom. That is how she got her powers. Dr. Doom, using the powers of the Beyonder, granted her the powers to become Titania. And then looking at the wave, we've got Captain America. We've got Spider-Man. And we've got... Well, you know what? I didn't space that out very good, did I? Wolverine. So there we have the 4 figures in the wave that I have so far. Beyonder and Iron Man, again, I did order from toysnowman.com before they sold out, so likely will take a week or so to get here because he's still got to ship them, and then it's got to take some time to come from Canada. Usually it doesn't take too long. I do the expedited shipping, and it comes usually within like 3 to 5 days, so shouldn't be too long. Hopefully I'll have them by the end of the week, and I can finish out the wave and review for you guys. But I'm really liking the Secret Wars wave. The retro cards always gets me. I'm a sucker. I get 2 every time. Only on like the throwback stuff. So like the Spider-Man animated series card back, the X-Men card back, the Ghost Rider card back, the Iron Man card back, the Avengers or more Marvel Universe card back, I do. But the new Spider-Man ones, no, I don't double up on those. The X-Men 97, I'm not going to double up on those. The Across the Spider-Verse, I'm not doubling up on those. It's just specifically when it pays homage to an old toy line from the Toy Biz days, or in this case, actually Mattel days. That's when I will double up. So doubling up on all these for sure. But you guys give me your thoughts down in the comments below on this wave. What do you think specifically of Titania? Is it one that you're looking to add? We have not had a Titania figure, so this will be the first time to be able to add it to the line. So that could work out really well. But again, you guys give me your thoughts down in the comments below. If you guys like this video, please do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't already done so. Hit that subscribe button, please. Help me reach my goal of 50,000 subscribers. I know it sounds like I'm begging. In a way, I kind of am, because I would love to hit that goal by the end of the year. Hopefully I can make it. With your guys' help, we can do it. But anyway, thank you for watching.